Mythical Pokemon are legal for the official Pokemon Scarlet and Violet online ranked ladder for the first time ever. Now, this isn't the first time mythical Pokemon have been legal for VGC. Mythical Pokemon were legal for the last series of Sword and Shield, the Series 13, where a player could use any number of restricted legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon all at the same time. But this is the first time that Arceus, the god of Pokemon, has been legal for official online play. Now, Arceus is sort of ridiculous, unsurprisingly. First off, it has the highest base stat total in the game with 720, and thanks to its ability multi-type, Arceus can be any type in the game, depending which of the plate items you give it, which, by the way, also boost the type the plate's associated with by 1.2 times. There's a million ways to play Arceus, but for this video, I'm gonna go with the way that the singles players over on Smogon use it. Super powerful set they call
Extreme Killer.
Arceus has access to Extreme Speed, an extremely strong normal type priority move. By combining access to this super strong priority move with Swords Dance to boost Arceus' attack, you can do absolutely devastating damage. But what singles players can't do with this is boost that crazy set's damage even further by putting Arceus next to Chinpao to increase damage with Sword of Ruin. Truly, this combo may be Arceus' final godly form. The new format allows 2 restricted Pokemon, and you can choose between box art legendary Pokemon like Rayquaza and Kyogre, or mythical Pokemon like Mew or Magearna to fill up these slots. So I figured the best way to complement the god of Pokemon is to pair it with the legendary Pokemon that has been absolutely dominating competitive play for the last year, Miraidon. Miraidon also gives me access to Quark Drive boosted Iron Hands for fake out support in bulk, and Miraidon loves to be paired with Farigiraf, who likely gets even better in this format than it was in the past because its Armored Hail ability can block Arceus' extreme speeds. Finally, I rounded out the team with Whimsicott, so I can make sure my devastating attackers move first in Tailwind, and I can punish my opponents from trying to block my attacks with Protect with Encore. Now, with such a powerful team, full of gods and legendaries and paradoxes and a giraffe and a cotton ball, I knew I couldn't just unleash this team on anybody. They needed to be extremely strong players. So I asked 5 Pokemon professionals to battle me in Regulation J to see if I could win with the power of Arceus on my side. Now, my first opponent was Scarlet, also known as 17 Cats in a Trench Coat. I first met Scarlet when she was moderating a Discord server I joined when I first got into VGC, and she taught me literally everything I know about the game. One of the things she taught me that wasn't too helpful, but it's nice to share, is that one of her favorite Pokemon is Shaman Sky. So this was the perfect opportunity for her to try it out in a competitive setting. Let's see how it went. Shaman Miraidon, Farigiraf. My first thought here is Whimsicott's pretty strong here. Like Whims Mirai seems pretty decent. We gotta bring Arceus, that's the rule, with Chinpao. I think this looks pretty decent. Scarlet doesn't have access to Fake Out, and the fact that she has the Farig and doesn't have a Tailwind setter makes me think she's Scarf on the Miraidon, and we'll know that pretty soon. I have to be wary of her ever getting speed control with the Shaman because it has Serene Grace. Shaman the Gorgeous! I like that. Shaman is gorgeous, Scarlet. It's so true. Agree. It's so tiny. Oh my god. I'm just gonna light screen gleam turn 1, I think. Miraidon out for what? What is eating this? The Lando? Yep, Lando. The Master. Scarlet has better ribbons than me. Scarlet has won the ribbon war. The ribbon, the Master, the Gorgeous. This is crazy. Light screen. And what does the Shaman do? The Shaman Tailwinds. The Shaman's faster than me. I don't like that. We Gleam. Huge damage. Am I supposed to Encore? No, I just Tailwind Gleam, right? But I do this, and now I get Air Slashed, and then I get Sludge Bombed, and then I'm sad? Seed Flare. I don't know what that does. Okay. So we take out both. We've staggered Tailwind. I think we win? I think we win from here? Farigiraf the Teeny. Okay, so I have to make sure I don't just lose to Scarlet's Trick Room here. How do I make that happen? I guess I Moonblast Gleam the Farig? And I try to establish a way to win with POW plus Arceus? Well, Arceus can't hit Farigiraf, right? So this is kind of problematic. In fact, it's very problematic. If the Farig lives, the Gleam plus Moonblast, which I don't think it should. This is like Steel Terra or something? No, you have to tear them right on. So yeah, you have to tear them right on. Electric Terra. Okay. We could be speed tying. Are we both max modest? Winds moves first. Tickle. My Miraidon moves second. Goodbye, Farig. I think we are in trouble here now. Because now Scarlet clicks. Yeah, because now Scarlet goes for Trick Room. And what do we do? Oh, she didn't Trick Room. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so now we can win with the POW. Now we can go like Moonblast. Crash. And go for, and that should get us there. Helping Hand. What are you doing, Mr. Man? Crash. You live the crash. Blast. Goodbye, Farig. And what is the attack here? Okay, we get the Escort Crash Flinch. Okay. All right. Good game, Scarlet. That was a lot of fun. We just let him right on Mirror. The others didn't come. Shaman's at Tailwind. Now, I know what you're thinking. Scraw, how are you so handsome? And also, Arceus literally didn't hit the field in that battle. And what gives? And Scarlet's Shaman just clicked Tailwind, a kind of weak attack, and then die. Could it be that these mythical Pokemon aren't actually that good? Well, first of all, as far as Shaman's concerned, no Pokemon takes attacks from Miraidon that well. And just because I made the brilliant play of locking my Miraidon into a powerful spread move at the right time, such that I didn't need my Arceus, it doesn't mean Arceus is bad. I'm sure in the next battle it'll be really strong. Speaking of, my next opponent was Justin Carris. He top 8 at the Pokemon World Championships back in 2016, and in 2023 he won the Charlotte Regional Championships. Now, Justin and I didn't talk about what team he was going to bring in advanced, but given how much he loves to use Psy-Spam Iron Crown with Indeedee, I should have seen this coming. Okay, this is interesting. I like this. Deoxys attack Koraidon, Chi-Yu. Alright, so he has terrain control, which neither of my restrictors really like, which is a piece of synergy I should have thought more about, but didn't, so nah. Alright, this is good. Deoxys is a good one. I can't never bring Arceus, so let's bring Arceus here. With that in the back. Looks fine. Looks fine. Good. Ogerpon Deoxys. Whimsicott Miraidon. So, Deoxys is pretty frail, but obviously hits really hard. So the question becomes, am I assuming that Justin went for a more offense, a more like a Specs or something, or are we assuming there's a Sash? I don't think Sash anywhere else, so I am going to go Light Screen and Dazzling Gleam here. I think that's pretty safe, because I think Justin is pretty incentivized to switch out. Nope. Just going for a more aggressive play, and this Deoxys is going for what? E-Force? Psycho Boost? Icy Wind. Okay, not what I expected for sure. Now I get off a big Gleam. Deoxys looks like Sash to me. Critical hit. And down to Sash. Okay, so that is fascinating. So I think now we go for our Tailwind and our Gleam. And I'm glad I locked in Gleam there for this exact reason. Deoxys is coming out, Indeedee coming in, if I had to guess. Indeedee's coming in here, and I'm guessing this turn is like, let me get off a Gleam, remove my Ogerpon, or remove my Whimsicott. Gleam goes off. Indeedee takes not as much as I kind of wanted it to. Would have liked some more. Cudgel removes Whimsicott. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring in Mr. Pow for certain. And now I'm gonna start Calc. So I'm gonna go like this then. This is interesting. I think the Deoxys attacks are really really smart option here from Justin. And we'll have a strong E-Speed Pokemon on the back to finish up the game. So at some point we're going to pivot out. That's fine, because that's not what we're aiming for, because we want to just reset the terrain here. Big Pow Crash. Very good. Go for the big Gleam. Remove Indeedee. So now the Psychic terrain is gone. So now we can put ourselves in a situation where if we can control the way the terrain goes, Arceus should sweep. Or Arceus should at least put us in a situation where we can sweep. This is going to be a Terra Fire on the Koraidon. Or it could be on... Either one of these Pokemon could Terra. I think the Koraidon is more likely. How many Tailwind turns do I have left? 2 Tailwind turns? So I think I do have the time to go, like, Crash Pivot here. And then, yeah, and then I can just try to win with just not having enough voice to do damage left. I mean, I don't think I kill with my Chin-Pow here. So if this is a close combat, if I'm overreading here, I might be in trouble. My Miraidon's pretty bulky. I guess it comes down to if it's Life Orb on the Koraidon, which it probably is. I don't really see a reason not to be Life Orb on the Koraidon this game. Because the Indeedee's gone. The Deoxys is at a situation where if I get this position I want where my Electric Terrain is back and I have my Arceus, things look pretty okay. Okay, so he's sacking Ogerpon. Or he's sacking Deoxys, I'm sorry. That's interesting. And he's Terra-ing. Okay, so he was expecting a Gleam to come out there. Yep, they crash. And what do you do with your Koraidon this turn? Flame Charge. Okay. So we take the Flame Charge. And now we have to navigate a situation where I get to get more than one big attack on the Koraidon. And we didn't see Life Orb, so we know it isn't Life Orb. So it's probably Clam. So we protect this turn just to sort of scout, I think. It's a... because I have 1 Tailwind turn left. Right, so they're going to protect. So if they're going to protect, then I should use this turn to get in my Miraidon. Well, he sees that I'm normal Arceus, which means he can probably assume I'm E-Speed stuff. So maybe I'm supposed to Swords Dance here? That was probably right. It's probably right to Swords Dance there. But it's my last turn of Tailwind, so, like, it's not crazy to just assume he's going to go for a double protect here. Because it's probably Collision Course. Okay, Arceus protects. Ogerpon protects. Koraidon didn't protect. What did Koraidon do? Koraidon thought I was banned or something of the like. Okay. Oops. Didn't knock that, sorry. So now I go Draco, E-Speed, and assuming my Miraidon lives a Collision Course, which it should. That should get me there. Can I drift? Can I get away with drift? Yeah, I can get away with drift. All right, that's fine. Bop. Goodbye, my poor Arceus. But now I have Stellar Sucker. And that should do the trick. I believe. God, this is just a Koraidon-Miraidon matchup with two little freaks. It is becoming quite apparent how weak a lot of the mythicals are. Big Sucker Punch. Bop. Collision Course. I'm pretty bulky. Oh, wait, no, there's Sword of Ruin on the field. Oh, no, I lose. No Sword of Ruin. Right. Because that was barely more than half, so Sucker won't get there. Nope. Good game, Justin. That was a lot of fun. All right, that is that one. All right, let's see who we've got next. Transition. That was a close battle. Again, Arceus didn't really do anything, but in a fast-paced battle like that one, sometimes your opponent recognizes your key threat, the way Justin did with Arceus, and makes sure to target it down before it can do anything too scary. That's the same reason Justin's Deoxys attack didn't get to do anything but click Icy Wind. I was terrified of it and I wanted it gone. So as far as Arceus is concerned, we'll chalk up that game to Justin respecting such a mighty Pokemon. Next up was Olivia Moldensky. She recently top-cut the Portland Regional Championships and is one of only 7 Canadian players to qualify for the 2025 Pokemon World Championships. Now, I thought I knew Olivia. I thought we were friends, but I guess not, because she brought the most disgusting, most evil, most cringe, dare I say, team I'd ever seen to this battle. So we need to figure out how we're gonna beat this Tinglu. So we need Iron Hands and Chin Pow for that. Do we have to leave Arceus at home? You know, a god knows when to let his servants do the heavy lifting. But like Extreme Speed Shadow Claw Arceus, when they got ghost types and physically bulky Pokemon in a Garganacl, does not sound super appealing. So let's do something like this, I guess. I don't want Farigiraf. I guess Winds in the back is fine to like catch her in some Encore BS. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, Tinglu Pecharunt versus Miraidon Chinpow. So I guess we just Volt Switch off the Pecharunt and go for an Icicle Crash onto the Tinglu. I think Pecharunt is a slow Pokemon. Like, relatively, at least. All right, protects, makes sense. And what is this dog going to do? Double protect. Okay, all right, we're stalling. Scouting, shouldn't say stalling. Now, this is crazy, what I'm about to do, but it seems obvious to me. If I was Olivia, which I am not, but if I was, I would be switching out Pecharunt this turn. And going like Tinglu into Dozo. Oh nope. We're just attacking. So I could have locked it out. And instead I'm getting the hard read Volt Switch, getting nothing out of it. So the question is, what happens now? Poison Gas. Does it not have a better move than Poison Gas to poison stuff? Oh, Miraidon dodged it! Go, Miraidon! And what's this? Oh no, Chinpow, you're confused. Santino. Okay. Alright, that isn't ideal. Could have been worse, because they missed the Poison Gas. So now we just Volt Switch off the Pecharunt and crash again, because they're going to protect this turn, right? There's no reason not to. Yep, protect. And now this turn, we crash Volt Switch the All right, Chinpow. If you're going to get hurt, do it now. So now this turn, we crash Volt Switch off the Tinglu, because it'll just get redirected out anyway. Or they'll have Terrid. Volt Switch. Icicle Crash. Or I could miss. Or they could hard read me. You know, Olivia's good at this game. Any of those things could happen. Tinglu Pecharunt is irritating, because Pecharunt has a really, really high special defense. This Tinglu is Terra-ing to Water. Okay, so we got the play right. All right, so we... Okay. Chinpow, if you're confused, it's okay. I get confused another twice in a row. We Volt Switch off the Tinglu again. And now we go into Iron Hands, I think, is the play here. Miraidon out, Iron Hands in. Get my Port Drive boost, very nice. And now what is this Petron doing? Like this Malignant Chaining? Another Poison Gas. Chinpow's already poisoned, dummy. Come on, stupid. And my Iron Hands is confused. Stop! Leave my guys alone! And it notably, it has not clicked an attacking move because Olivia is playing around Sucker Punch. So now this turn, like, if there's a Dozo, it's coming in, right? And if there isn't a Dozo, I'll know either way. And her other restricted was Mew. Okay, so there's the Mew. So I am just going to click Wild Charge into the Mew and switch into my Whimsicott. And just hold my Chinpow for later. Here's Whimsy. Whoa. Stop it! Leave me alone! Come on, Iron Hands. Come on, buddy. And this is a Port Drive. Oh my god! Why did that do so little? Oh, right, because its defense is a gajillion. Right. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? I guess I just... I guess I Wild Charge again? You can't Encore something like that, right? No, I don't think you can. I guess I just Wild Charge this one to soften it up and go for Tailwind? I could Light Screen, I guess. Okay. Alright, just pivoting out the Mew for a Garganackle. Big Tailwind. I have Low Kick. Big Wild Charge. Whimsicott, you've been chained malignantly, but the good news is, it's poison. It's not... It's poison. It isn't, toxic. So I have a few more turns here. So I guess I just go for Low Kick and go for Drift. Like, this could be Wide Guard or Protect or something. Indeed it is. Those things. Alright. Snap out of Confusion, Iron Hands? Come on. Come on, Iron Hands, snap out of your Confusion. Nice. So now I can Low Kick one slot, Drift one slot, and something should go down. I mean, I know you're bulky, but this is 120 base power Low Kick. I guess the Mew could come in on the Low Kick and take, like, nothing. But then the Petron goes down, so Olivia needs to make a choice here, I think. Okay, yep, so she is switching in the Mew. Trying to get as much value as possible out of it. Petron, do you have Chip on you? You do, and I'm a Choice Specs Miraidon. If she didn't miss that first Poison Gas, I would have lost. And this game isn't over yet. I can still lose. Like, I could still pretty easily lose. I haven't Terra'd yet, so I do get a Terra-boosted Sacred Sword, which Olivia doesn't seem that I have, but... Oh my goodness. Drift the Mew. Just Low Kick Drift. She didn't miss the poison gas on Miraidon. I was cooked. This is crazy. Alright. Mew. Meet Miraidon. The true ultimate life form. Garganackle, please go down to this. Whew. Alright. GG, Olivia. Who doesn't love watching a Dondozo player lose, right? Now, I know I may have not even brought Arceus to that game, but that just goes to show that Olivia knew the Pokemon was so powerful that she had to respect it in team building. Surely, my next opponent will falter to the god of Pokemon, and that next opponent being Justin Tang. Now, Justin is kind of a wunderkind, having only been playing competitive Pokemon since the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, but having multiple regional wins. But what a lot of people don't know is that Justin secretly likes to play hard Trick Room in his free time. So he showed up with something of a devious Magearna team. Magearna, Scarfape, Indeedee, Bander, Shifu probably. All right, so the name of the game here is that we can't really deny Trick Room super well without forcing some weird mind games. So the million-dollar question is, do we want to try and force the weird mind games? I mean, I think if I'm Justin, it feels pretty safe to lead Indeedee. So I think I want to do this and, like, get off an early Swords Dance. And then have, like, this. Like, I don't think I need Frigoref, actually, because I'm not trying to reverse Trick Room. I think I'm trying to just, like, priority my way through it. I mean, the fact that Calyrex, Ice Rider, and Magearna are both really good against Miraidon is kind of awkward, but what could go wrong? You know? How bad could it be? All right. Let's lock in. Good luck, have fun, Justin. All right, here comes Annihilate Magearna. Okay, so he is going for the final Gambit, which is actually fine because neither of the Pokemon that I have on the field right now actually go down to a Gambit. Gambit Gleam is annoying, I guess, so I guess I'm just supposed to go, like, Sacred Sword Shadow Claw and just, like, do a lot of damage to Magearna. Like, Gambit doesn't kill me because I'm max HP. Thank you, Annihilate. And now if you go for Trick Room after I get this damage off, it's not so bad. Yep, so you get your special attack boost. Yep. A big Sacred Sword. More than I thought it would do. Big Shadow Claw. More than I thought it would do. And here comes the Trick Room. Alright, so Arceus is still up. They have the boost already, which we don't love. We don't love the boost. And now what do we do from here? So now Calyrex is coming in. Interesting. So I really expected to see... So do I Sucker E-Speed? Is that what I'm supposed to do here? Like, it feels so obvious that Justin's gonna go for, like, Dazzling Gleam Glacial Lance. So maybe I just Protect this turn, right? Because it's gonna be Dazzling Gleam Glacial Lance. Let's be so real. Here comes the Terra on Calyrex to avoid the Sucker Punch. Terra Fire. Okay. So we Protect. And we Protect. And did he not bring the Indeedee? If indeed he did not indeed bring the Indeedee, then what do we do next? If he didn't indeed bring Indeedee, what indeed did he bring instead? That's the question. But if he did indeed bring Indeedee... Oh, is it Torkoal? It's probably Torkoal, right? So I guess we Sucker E-Speed Magearna here. So I need to Terra. These are both resisted, but they're both, like, strong. I'm not gonna Terra. He has the Indeedee. Indeedee, there was the Indeedee. Yep. Ah, I got mind gamed. I considered, like, All right. So I lose Arceus. Pal goes to 1. How do I win from here? So first step is Iron Hands, right? Like, Hands has to be a big part of this. Oh, it's Life Orb. Interesting. And you know what? This Iron Hands is not min speed because it is grabbing it out of my box, so I might lose from this. Pivot Miraidon. Fake out Magearna. And now what? Now what? Yep, follow me. Okay. So now I switch back into POW. Terra Grass Wild Charge the Magearna? Yeah. Yeah. That's the play. Can I do this? The Terra Grass might be a misplay, actually. Well, no, it can't be a misplay, because I need to do it all by to the +2, like, Helping Hand, whatever, Dazzling Gleam. Unless I'm faster. It's good. Oh, this will be important to know this turn. Let's find something out here. If I'm faster, and Justin follow me, Sword of Ruin, Electric Train boosted, Quark Director boosted Wild Charge probably gets Indeedee. Follow me. All right, moment of truth. So now Hands is faster this turn. This is huge. It is huge that Hands will be faster now. Because now Wild Charge goes off. Do I get? I don't get, which is better. Because now... What do I do now? Now I go Electro Drift, Drain Punch. Yes. Or do I double the Indeedee slot? Doubling the Indeedee slot makes more sense. Well, no, if Magearna just clicks Dazzling Gleam, now I lose, right? Unless you don't live Adrift. You should. Damn. If I had to split my damage, I would have won. Right, because then I would have gone... Yeah, no, if I split my damage, I would have won. If I went Drift Drain Punch, I would have won. Oh, I thought he'd protect. All right, good game, Justin. Good game. I made a mistake. Wasn't Arceus' fault, it was mine. Now, look, I know what you're gonna say. Scraw, if you had just clicked Electro Drift into Indeedee and Wild Charge into Magearna, the turn that Justin switched in Calyrex Ice Rider, you would have won the game on the spot and there would have been nothing he could do about it, right? Well, that's true, but what you don't know is that recently Justin's been having a really bad time, and I knew that if I let him win against somebody as good as me, it would have been a really big confidence boost for him going into the Pokemon World Championships. So, Justin, you're welcome.
Stop the cap.
Finally, my last opponent was Santino Tarkunia, the Players' Cup Invitational winner. That was a tournament where basically it was just people that had won Players' Cups and World Champions. So Santino once won a tournament where he had to beat a World Champion literally every round. Now, I guess great minds think alike, because originally Santino was going to bring a Magearna team that just so happened to be the exact same 6 Pokemon that Justin brought, and I recorded Justin's game first. So I kind of forced Santino to just find a rental code lying around, and he found one on Bruno VGC's YouTube channel, so thanks for the help, Bruno. Darkrai, Sandy Shocks, Groudon. Little gravity action. I gotta bring Arceus. I can't not bring Arceus. Like, they have the Flutter Mane, which kind of ruins the whole extreme speed killer thing, but I can't not bring Arceus, right? So let's give it a shot. And Darkrai Groudon. All right. Here we go. Really aggressive. I kind of want to just Moonblast and crash the Darkrai. I think Wims is faster than Darkrai, and if I remember correctly, I trained this Wims pretty aggressively in its speed stat, so I should get to just blow it up right away if I get lucky. All right, there's the crash. And it does move first. Oh, don't put Whimsicott to sleep, don't put Whimsicott to sleep, don't put Whimsicott to sleep. Whimsicott, stay awake, you are so awake. Let's go. Oh, pal. Buddy. Good night. Good night, Mr. Chin Pao. I needed you. Okay, he P-Blazed. So if he had removed Wims there, I might have been in a lot of trouble. Now it's only not great, as opposed to very bad. I think I want both my mons to go down this turn. I think I want to set Tailwind and just, like, crash. He did bring the Sableye, or the Sandy Shocks, which I expected. I don't know why he didn't bring it. Maybe he's covering for, like, Taunt Winds or something. I guess it's just another Pokemon that isn't very good against Chin-Pao. And he already has quite a few of those. Right, Tailwind. God, how do I beat this Groudon? Big Gleam. Wims lives. If P-Blades misses, this could be okay. P-Blades connects. Okay, so how do I win from here with my two little dudes, my two fellers? All right, so how do I win from here? My Arceus has no speed investment, so I'm at 280 in Tailwind, so I don't actually outspeed this Flutter Mane. So I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to Terra, Draco Meteor, and click Swords Dance, and then try to beat it with Shadow Claw? No, I can't afford to do that, can I? I'm supposed to Terra Fairy, Gleam, Shadow Claw. It swapped out. Okay, so I'm gonna see what their last dude is. Rillaboom. Oh, of course it's Rillaboom. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Oh, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting so cooked. That sleep on Pow was huge. No Terra. What Terra is this Groudon? Oh, good crit. Huge crit. That might be an E-speed range. Double hit the P-Blades again. Crit me back. All right, you crit me, I crit you. You know, little column A, little column B. So you have to fake something out here, right? Am I supposed to E-speed the Rillaboom here? I guess so. I don't think I can win from here, frankly. Whoever Frank is. Nah, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Rilla lived. That's annoying. Come on, Miss P-Blades. Miss P-Blades. This Groudon connects everything. And Arceus lives, but Rhydon goes down. And that's probably it. God, the Mythicals have not been the interesting pieces in this game. It's so annoying. Did I have a way into it? Did I have a way to do this? I guess he didn't know I was Specs. Yeah, it wouldn't have got there. Wow. Wow. All right. Good game, Santino. That was fun. So, Dark Void only has a 50% chance to hit each opponent. So, Santino was just flipping coins on that turn 1. But he got the sleep on the Pokemon he needed, Chin-Pao, and honestly, while I was still trying from there, that was basically game over. Now, for our keen-eyed viewers, you may have noted that literally every single time that Arceus hit the field, I lost the battle. You never saw his model on the screen and me winning in the same time. Now, that may draw you to believe that this Pokemon isn't actually very good in VGC. 720 base stats is a lot, but when none of your numbers are bigger than 120 in any given stat, that means you're only okay at everything. But I'd say you're a heretic. In truth, it is I who am the unworthy one. Despite my lack of faith and misunderstanding of Mighty Sinnoh's dogma, I attempted to wield his power, and as a result, I was punished. Or maybe Extreme Speed Arceus just isn't that good in VGC.